it's kind of cheating since I already kind of put... What? Okay, bye! Hi there, everyone, and welcome back to Kristina Does. Today marks week 4 of March's 30 days of DIY beauty challenge I have set for myself, and week 4 is all about DIY makeup. As if you haven't seen me put enough food on my face, week 4 is really just gonna round things out and bring it all together on my face. So as usual, like the past 3 weeks, I will have 3 DIYs. This time it is 3 different makeup DIYs for your face. So the first DIY that I have for you guys is a DIY bronzer for the skin. Spring has sprung, but it's gonna probably be a little slow for the warm weather and the sun to come out here in Canada. So I want to give off the illusion that I have a tan with this DIY bronzer, and I'm a little nervous because I don't really use bronzers on my skin at all in order to create depth and shadow and stuff like that, so I'm probably gonna mess this up really bad. But it's probably gonna be funny at the same time, so buckle up, cupcake. We're in it for the long haul. The second DIY makeup that I have for today is a DIY eyeshadow. The recipe that I found online, well, I guess recipe, because it's not food. Why do I keep saying recipe? It's not food. The instructions that I found online said to use a series of spices that include like allspice or cinnamon or turmeric, but from my experience, putting turmeric on your face is like staining your face if you leave it on for too long, and that seems like a poor life choice. And the third DIY that I have for you guys today is a DIY eyeliner using activated charcoal, which could get really messy and get things all over the place. A little nervous. But I'm also really excited to try these because I'm a huge makeup person. As you guys can see, it's all over my face. Yeah. Any chance that I can use natural ingredients on my face as opposed to whatever series of chemicals that I normally slap on here, I would, I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm willing to try things. But I'm also really picky in the sense that if it lasts less than 2 hours, then it's definitely not worth my time, no matter how inexpensive it is. Because I only purchased small amounts at our local bulk store here in Canada, the cost of the actual materials to make these 3 DIYs are actually very inexpensive. So that was pretty exciting too. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, to make the DIY homemade bronzer, you're going to need 3 ingredients. You will need 1.5 teaspoons of arrowroot powder, and I have that right here. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of cocoa powder and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and you're just gonna go ahead and mix them all together and hope for the best. Okay, so here is our DIY bronzer. So let's go ahead and test this out and see how it does. The second DIY that we will be making is a DIY eyeshadow, and I chose green because green is my favorite color, and all the other colors that were recommended on the blog post were kind of brownish, and I wanted something a little more vibrant with a little more color. It is spring, so I kind of wanted to go along with that theme. And you really only need 2 ingredients for this, 3 if you're going to follow the instructions, but I will tell you why I'm not doing that in a moment. So I'm going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of arrowroot powder and gently put that in a little empty container I've got. And then I'm going to use 1/2 teaspoon of this greens mix that I found in our local bulk store. You can, from the sounds of it, you can pretty much use anything. Cocoa powder, nutmeg, dried beet powder, turmeric, allspice, whatever you are willing to put on your face that isn't going to cause a negative reaction. Such a pretty color. Hope it stays on my face. So the reason the recipe calls for the third ingredient to be a little bit of shea butter in order to help the pigment stay on your face a little better, but I'm actually just going to use an eyeshadow primer and treat this like I would any other kind of eyeshadow and see if that actually works. The third and final DIY that we're going to do is a DIY eyeliner, and y'all, it is going to get messy in here. So I have right here in this container over to the left is activated charcoal, and I don't want to move it around too much because I have spilled charcoal all over my desk already. We are off to a great start. But this DIY is the simplest of them all because it is just activated charcoal, which I'm just going to put in this little container. And then using water to sort of turn it into a paste, or not even a paste, just to make it stick to your face. So those are the 3 DIYs that we have. Let's go ahead and let's put them on our face. So we're first gonna test out the DIY bronzer. I'm gonna use my handy dandy blush brush to do this because I don't, like I said before, I don't really bronze. Bronzing, as far as I know, you kind of start. Oh no. Okay, and you warm. Oh, this is awful already. So you're supposed to warm up the face, hollowing out the cheekbones. Oh no, this is too dark for me. See if I can kind of buff it in. Okay. Okay. You can use it right here to sort of define your cheekbones. Let's see if I can get a more precise cut with the contour. Oh, frick! What did I do? No, I can't go out looking like this. It looks like I smeared chocolate on my face. So we're gonna go in, and this time I'm going to use a flatter contour brush to carve out them cheekbones. Because that seems like a smart idea. Okay. Well, positive notes. It smells really nice. So there's that. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that that is not very attractive looking, since it looks like I put dirt on my face. What did I do? Okay, so as we can see, the bronzer worked in the sense that it made my face darker. Would I? And then, what is this? What? We're just gonna act like that doesn't exist. And, you know, I mean, it bronzed, I guess. I think I went a little too heavy-handed on the cocoa powder, because I think I look kind of orange. I also think that it looks like I got sunburnt from here up because I was wearing the world's largest face mask. Moving on to the eyeshadow. Now I'm actually going to prime my eyelids first to see if it actually holds on. In this case too, that means that the powder has something to stick to and might be a little easier to work with at that point. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with the single... Yeah, I know, it's very funny. single shadow. Oh god, it's in my eyes. How do people do like DIYs? Like, how do they do that without making weird faces? It's like an art. And you know what? I am impressed so far. Who knew that putting food on your face would be a good idea? Little fallout. Ow! Oh! In the contact! Oh god! Ow! You know, that's pretty, that's really pretty. It's a very pretty, shut up. I'm hoping that it stays on my face for, you know, some amount of time. We'll find out. Okay! And last but not least is the DIY charcoal eyeliner, and I'm freaking terrified because if this stuff gets all over my face, it's not coming off. Alright, well, so far, I haven't messed up. So, you know. I'm gonna say this is an overwhelming success at the moment. Wow, shit, that actually looks not too bad. I'm impressing myself here. It is not working out as well. Oh, that is just getting everywhere. All over my face. And not sticking to my eye. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Ow! Ow! And again with the eye! Ah! Oh, what did I expect? Okay, for real, can we discuss how this actually kind of looks okay? I mean, except for the fact that I kind of looks like I don't know how to bronze my face appropriately because I most assuredly don't know how to do that. But overall, let's see if I can zoom in here. The eyeshadow looks very springy and festive, and the activated charcoal eyeliner worked out pretty well. It's not like an actual like gel or liquid eyeliner that is going to give you that really precise look unless you use maybe like, I don't know, aloe vera or something as the base in order to put it on. But holy crap, it looks like I put on like real makeup and stuff, except I can't get over it, like the differences in color between my forehead and my upper and lower forehead. Kind of screwed the pooch on that one. But you know, it's a learning process, okay? Don't judge me. So as far as these 3 DIYs go, the DIY face bronzer, the DIY eyeshadow, and the DIY eyeliner, they all look really surprisingly okay. Like, I'm really impressed. So I'm actually going to do an update before I take my makeup off at the end of the day, so we can see just how long this stuff actually holds up in comparison to a traditional makeup that you would buy in either the drugstore or at like Sephora or something. So I'll see you in a couple hours. Great. So after 5 hours of wear, the eyeshadow is still there, though it's definitely far less pronounced. And the eyeliner, that charcoal is really putting in the work, my friends. It is still, has not budged at all. The bronzer kind of faded to like a natural-ish, tannish bronzing on my face. Though I'm a little worried that it might break me out because it is something that my face likes to do, but we'll find out. Otherwise, this is something that I definitely am willing to play around with a little bit more in my spare time and stuff. And I'm sorry my nose is super red because it's very cold outside and I just got back in from walking the dog. But overall, I am super hella impressed with these 3 DIYs for this week. So thank you guys so much again for watching this week, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.